Yeah, it is quite.
What is their second support for Spirit here?
Radiant team ban.
Elder Titan.
I thought so.
No, the cat went upstairs.
She opened the door and went
ET.
upstairs.
So
Interesting. So this will be their contesting duel lane. It looks like ET Axe versus Gyro. They also now they have two different ways to counteract versus the sleep, right? They have the Disruptor and Elder Titan long distance spells that you can cancel. You can cancel TPs. You can stop the combos.
10 seconds
ET, you're gonna get Vision for Disruptor glimpses as well. Good way to secure fights around Roshan too, right? You want to have good team fight when you have Lycan, so you can secure those Roshes.
but both teams still looking leaving their mid to last.
Leaving that mid, yeah.
So we'll see.
I really like Spirit's lineup.
If they can get the ball rolling, they can steamroll.
Yeah.
Because this Lycan and Disruptor, right? You're going to be taking buildings. You're going to have Disruptor glimpses when you get more map control.
Like
But
the
I
one
think
thing that I feel like Espada should be ahead of based on their draft is team fight, but they're not because Team Spirit has a lot of team fight as well. So what are they doing better than Spirit in this specific game?
They've got stronger ways to go later in the game already.
Dire team ban.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to build toward that because they're going to have Gyro plus Flak, or Gyro plus Warlock, Flak Cannon plus Fatal Bonds. It's going to get better and better as the game goes on once the Gyro starts building up that damage.
You can, if you twist the
Just move the
little
base,
black nom, you
JJ.
can also move the whole thing.
Mid the whole thing.
You just hold it the whole time and produce and camera work.
10 seconds remaining. 5
final
seconds
ban.
remaining.
Looking at your
Dire team pick.
Looking at my face is
Radiant
funny.
Fan clean a pin. What's the G hero?
You smile to yourself like.
Razor
That's fine.
again. Interesting. That's two Razors that we see in a row.
Oh, I mean, Razor's pretty nice against the Gyro.
Yes.
Good against the Doom if you get the lane.
You can purge off the Shadow Word if it's used on heal people.
Because I mean, I imagine they're going to put the Lycan mid and the Razor on a side lane, right?
No, they had
10
G
seconds
mid
remaining.
Razor.
Well, they
last
did.
time.
No,
they
G
did
played Kunkka last game.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
So they put the
5
you
seconds
don't think
remaining.
why would they put the Razor mid? They wouldn't, would they? It'll be the Lycan mid, sure.
They're going to wait to see what the last pick
Sure,
is.
sure.
Yeah.
What is
We have
Nyx's
seen
hero?
Espada play Gyro mid a few times.
He's
as well.
played what?
Yeah.
Tinker. Has Nyx played Storm? No, he played Tinker and he played. I think he played a Gyro yesterday as well. Tinker looks a little hard versus Disruptor and ET. I want him to have a good lane. Maybe just Lina. Yeah, they take the Lash instead. So similar to the Lina, just being able to stay distance from that Razor.
I mean, did you like picking the Lesh against a team that has the axe? It's
We have to
gonna
go
be
upstairs.
nice.
Against
Alright,
Sprint.
unscrew your microphones.
Again, I gotta put the. Wait.
Alright, they're gonna take their microphones upstairs. You can't.
No, you.
Here, you can.
They were talking into their microphones even though they just unplugged them. They,
Bye.
both of them, very clearly talked into the microphone. Alright, Ree, who do you think's gonna win?
I think it's gonna be Espada
Why?
because I have decided I'm rooting for them.
So that's already okay.
10
Yeah, and because I'm
seconds
rooting for them, it
remaining.
means they have good karma, and it'll help them win.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, well they won before in a best of 3. Let's see if they can get one. It is a best of 3. After all, this is a first game. And we've got our professional commentary video. Can we have them on camera before we have them on audio? Ooh, we want to see them
yes.
too.
Our screen's frozen.
Oh, it reset again.
It's broken, JJ. We don't see a thing.
Why?
JJ.
Okay.
Okay,
We're still talking on the
we will
microphone.
provide entertainment.
We'll provide entertainment. We see the odds for Team Spirit and Team Espada. The best of 3 lower bracket finals here for the International 2018 Regional Qualifiers of Independent States. 3 teams remaining. That's what CAS stands for.
I'm like, you're pro at this. Just really long sentences.
Very long sentence. If I keep talking. So it is a best of 3. Winner of this will go up against Windstrike, who are already waiting in the finals where they got for beating Espada yesterday. We'll see if Espada can make it to them again. In the meantime, we see JJ running up and down the stairs, and it is truly an entertaining sight because we have a nice setup here. What do you think, Ree? Last time you were here was last Monday. Is this an improvement?
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm wondering where that little screen went with Twitch chat on it. But other than that...
Oh, we needed the screen to watch the games upstairs.
Ah, okay, figures.
We can actually... We had a laptop of our own earlier, but that was... it was just too small to read, so...
I brought my tablet.
Maybe if MSI is watching, maybe they want to send me a second curve monitor, because I kind of want to.
You guys are still muted. You want to go live?
They want to go live? Can they go live?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Good luck with the game. Have fun.
Live. Did they?
Yeah, we're live. Are we live?
You're screaming, dude. I still can't see the map. I'm
J-
actually in the player perspective of one of the
JJ,
players.
did you turn on in-game audio? Alright, are we live?
I'm gonna have trouble doing my clicking and stuff. Dude, I'm selected on DK Bobo, so I have this player perspective.
Can you click on stuff?
I can't click on anything. How did this happen? I heard a cat.
I heard a cat.
I'm scared to press stuff because I don't want to pause the game. I'm gonna close all of Dota.
Alright. So yeah guys, we just got pause at the moment.
Hello. So we're live.
Waiting on the 2 teams. We are live.
Okay. The
So-
EU hub used dust and now you revealed me.
Oh, so apologies guys. Looks like the teams have team speak issues at the moment. So we're waiting for them to get back in. And then we'll be able to get one with game 1 of this best of 3. Looks like the G's are going to be called, so we got to get ourselves back into it.
Here we go. I'm joining. I think I'm still stuck on DK Phobos' player perspective, but that...
Yeah.
So,
So look, we're just trying to
Hello.
fix this guy. And you in? You're in.
I can see the map.
And you can
DK
move.
Phobos.
Ah,
Alright.
beautiful. Well, you fixed it. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're into this one. Game 1 of the best of 3 between Espada and Team Spirit. As we've just seen the 2 drafts come through. We'll see how it goes down. There's a Lycan on one of the sides. We've seen Lycan win an awful lot of games recently.
We sure have.
We'll see if Espada have the means to deal with the Spirit. Like, let it through.
Yeah.
Let's have a plan.
So they saw the, the Lesh gets picked, so they're going to dodge to the Razor versus that Lesh rack. They're going to have Razor versus Doom. Get good static links off in this lane. They
30
probably want to be able
seconds
to
to
move
battle.
something and help this Gyrocopter bottom, though. I don't think Espada wants to sack ILTW entirely. I'm going to look at Biver. I'm going to be looking at Biver a lot in this game, in the beginning at least, for these Elder Titan plays. I think you can impact the laning phase hard if you can use that Spirit, stack up that damage, close the gap with the Battle Hunger. You could definitely bully the Gyro.
That's going to be a tough lane. See around the runes, F and G. No, then they don't want to go here. There's 3 members playing Espada having this aggression at the moment.
We've seen that a lot.
Rune spot. And yeah,
Right,
just trading
the
the 2 halves. Yeah.
Three-man aggressive start, and then they TPE the Warlock probably bottom right after they claim their bounties. I think exactly that. Available. Nyx did miss his block in the mid lane as the Lesh. Forward, but so did G a little bit, but G helps this Lycan always that aggro up there and get Lesh.
And mid goes. Nyx will have harass, but G will have the regen. Favourable time in terms of getting right. You should do okay in this lane, shouldn't you?
Yeah, he's gonna farm find it.
Be fine.
I've
Like at least
I've
a low.
seen-
It's sure if a rotation comes in, then they can try and set something up with a lash.
He can start getting
One
dropped
more.
a bit low if he gets hit by too many stuns and
Sure.
lightnings, but the sustain will start building up with that. The bottom, did they block the camps at all? They did not. So now Elder Titan's going to be able to do this. You double hit the heroes and then also hit the creep as well, so you'll have a good chunk of damage go out.
Fine. Easy.
One more hit.
I think that he's all the south. But I mean, FNG surely he's going to want to try and hunt this down.
Doesn't want to
easy.
get this experience.
He can cut his way through the trees, and in fact, he's still hiding in there. Looks like he'll be okay.
He's denying the creeps. So what happened was the Naga pulled the side, the big camp. So Razor had to contest that, and FNG makes the contestation onto the Doom, makes sure he doesn't get free blasted. Now there's a huge wave pushing onto Illidan. We get a lot of last hits under laning phase already. Looking good.
No, not bad at all.
And Viper does a triple stack. He gets one. He gets two. He gets all three.
Very
on the
nice.
triangle. Excellent done, Viper.
There's extra stacks for that right click, and
Beautiful.
also down the line for whoever they wish to farm it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get axe, sort of the step up to a quick blink.
I think that's,
Yeah.
you know, it's for the axe and it's also just so you can get your spirit damage. And now he's got an
Yeah.
ace rune too. See what he can do with this. He's going to have a good amount of plus damage. He's salving up preemptively as well.
Yeah, he's heading straight down bottom.
He got the full creep wave as well, plus 108. But knowing that he can...
Just be able to take a little bit from the side pull. The Espada made.
This top lane is a total disaster already for Espada. They actually cannot contest this Razor at all. Just keeps taking all the damage. Doom, super low armor, 0 in fact. And does not have a Satyr creep as they keep blocking the hard camp.
I mean, is there any way that Espada could have dealt with this better, do you think? Like, by just trying to make sure they didn't have to do this matchup, or whoever they put against the Razor, are they just going to suffer?
I think they're going to suffer no matter what.
Yeah.
Top lane.
And as you say, you'd rather the Doom suffer than the Gyro.
Yeah. I mean, this mid lane is, I mean, the one that's crazy to me. So Flesh not doing well versus Flesh. Can't even harass him even.
I'm looking at Illidan top. Just diving towers. Forcing BZZ all the way back.
I thought it would be much more even in this mid lane. But like in one side. Illidan not letting him get a
Nice, yeah.
single one of those that experience from the creep wave. He just missed 2 range creeps on the tower. That Doom. So level 2, and Razor's halfway to 5. That is pretty massive. Look for the courier.
Run down a little bit by LCW, but DK Pro Boss. Let's straight away with the Battle Hunger.
Fatal bonds. Hitting it on the creep.
Is it
the
going to
shadow
be
word.
enough?
It should be
He's
enough.
dead. They got him. The power at the Warlock in Espada. Claiming the first blood in this match.
They needed that first blood. I mean,
Yeah.
their lanes are not going as well as they'd like them to. But I mean, Phobos isn't farming that great down bottom either. Gyro's got 17-7, 12-1.
None may see
Mid
the
lane.
deepest.
19 for 2, 23 for 12. G. Having the edge on those denies.
Look at the level advantage. A full level for Lycan. He's going to hit 6 when Nyx is level like
And
4
look at
or
this
5.
rotation. Viver. Oh, doesn't quite manage to predict the movements to get that Echo Stomp
think-
from Invis.
He should have just waited anyway, though, right?
Yeah,
Lycan's
didn't need
about
to
to be
rush.
6. I think you can just wait for the next wave to go for that type of move. Because when Lycan hits 6, if it's a level 5 Lash Stick, that's a pretty clear-cut kill. Bounty wouldn't spawn. Battles on them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Immersion.
Emergent. He should be fine. Be out just in time before the damage builds up on Illidan. Illidan will look towards BGZ.
He offensively glyphs so they can go for this play here a bit. Harass.
Himself alive with the Scorched Earth.
Mid lane. This is the rotation. They've got
Timing. As you say, hitting 6 before Nyx does. He's able to juke out the stun, chase down TPs will be coming through, but with 3 of them punching down onto Nyx, surely a Paraply is not enough to save him, and it is. And Nyx will fall.
The
Team
bonds.
Spirit, they are taking a lot of damage from those bonds.
Oh, it's on all 3 heroes.
Ivor just able to get himself away.
Whoa. ILTW just solo killed the axe bottom.
Before he hit 6.
Level 4 axe to level 5 gyro now.
Getting run down by level 3 rocket barrage.
It must have been. ILTW. There's a reason they picked this man gyro almost every game.
Knows how to push that hero to its limits, and finding those sort of kills 1v1 in lane before you hit 6 is not something you see all the time at this level of play. Top lane, Illusion again, look towards BZZ. They do have FNG and Viper around. They want to go for the play, but BZZ's keeping himself safe behind the tier 1 tower. Immersion's also up here.
He almost has that Dominator now, unlike in. I think he's got pretty free moves to move around. Like if he just goes mid or bottom, he goes for the gyro or the lesh. As long as he avoids the Naga, he can pretty much run down anyone. Yeah, that shapeshift will be available. More than likely see that.
Denied.
But that's just taking a bit of a rest there from the
Mid
board.
lane.
Mid. Doesn't quite have the control for G. G.
Regeneration.
Dire's
Be able to
middle
get
tower
himself
is
away
under
once
attack.
again. The farm for both mids looking very good at the moment.
Ooh, Nick's regen rune popped while he was going for all that. He got hit.
Oh, they are still trying for BZZ. So it's certainly harder now that both Immersion and Misha were there behind him.
Quiet start though. Almost 8 minutes in, we've
Yeah,
only got
2
3
to 1.
kills. So in the matches we had yesterday, we had like 10 kills or more by now.
A gradual start from these two teams.
Let's see if they make this move to either the gyro or the lesh. G does have the Dominator in about 10 seconds. He took a lane creep arm originally. I guess he was scared of the lesh, right? The world kind of is his oyster when he's got this available. Who he wants to gain. Uh-oh, Viper in the river.
Rune spot.
Is under attack.
There's the stun. Viper trying to run himself towards Roche, but won't be able to get in for the deny. There's Nyx. Flames the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Phobos got to be careful, but look in the back lines. G already making that move down. That's what we were talking about.
There we have it. Running straight for the squishies, going towards Misha. Misha has got the battle hunger on him as well, but he has the shadow word. They're diving in. G wanting to go underneath the tower. The homing missile holds him in place. He's got the rest of the army chasing Misha. He'll get himself back in around the tree line and will be able to finish off the warlock. At the same time, up top, they run down BZZ, find a second kill spirit. See if Espada can find anything in return. They can. They're able to hold down G underneath the tower and will get the trade kill.
G had to commit a bit too far. Used the full duration of that shapeshift to dive, runs out, and then he's a quick easy kill and a net and a stun. Now Phobos. Uh-oh. Very dead.
Got a lot of setup from those two. The net into the combo of Nyx. Nothing at this point of the game that would save any members of Spirit. That's the thing. Okay, apart from sort of getting a nice echo stomp to disrupt the combo, but it happens so fast. It was very hard to stop. Top lane, Illidan will be able to secure himself the tower. They do find Misha as well in the trees. Illidan taking quite a bit of a punch though from BZZ. BZZ will be glimpsed back by FNG, but Misha runs him down, and indeed they'll lose Illidan.
That's one of those very costly deaths. You're a free farm Razor and you end up giving a kill to Doom without Doom and a 1 support. It wasn't like a 3-man committed rotation. It was just 2 heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very painful. Bobo's still really struggling to catch back up on the axe. The good thing is he does have those stacks, as we mentioned. He goes for that Vanguard, he can go farm them and get close to that blink tag.
But again, Immersion's got his eyes on him. BZZ's coming with the TP rotation. They're set up now. BZZ to close the gap. Does he want to drop Doom down onto this? It doesn't look like he needs. They've got the trap. Have Nyx coming in with a finish off damage. Illidan's now there as well as Viper, but they're getting split up. Doom has been dropped down onto Illidan as they're ready to close in Espada. Have the lockdown with the stun from Nyx as they will take a second. G can find some kills in return. Doesn't quite have the shapeshift available. He's running down Immersion with the army, just looking for the vision to get the ult off, and here we go. Ready to run in with the walls, chasing down Immersion. Put the spirit out as well, getting the vision on the other two. Nyx and BZZ being chased as G is He's riding a double kill at the moment. Looking for even more as he has the stun onto Nyx. That'll be a third. Triple kill for G. BZZ will be fine for now by the looks of it. I'm about to say that. He's coming back in.
TPs are coming down now.
Yeah, Shapeshifter's now one off. So G has to get on the escape. The neck. To him, he's very tanky. You have the Warlock Golem being dropped for this attempt onto G and Biver's lives, but I think, oh, looks of it, they should be fine. He's able to run quick enough away. As they both get out, that's the Chaotic Offering dropped by Espada and doesn't achieve anything at all for them.
Yeah, a waste of golem. They didn't have their gyrocopter there. The guy LTW was farming elsewhere, picking up that drum during the majority of that. And during all this 2-team spirit, they had the disruptor sitting top, FNG, getting very close to that level 6 disruptor. Very nice for his team, since he's going to be their big playmaker now. Viber wasn't able to get the most done as this Elder Titan in the laning phase, just stacked up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now got the Vanguard.
Dire are
And sooner we can get the Crimson Guard, it's going to be very nice against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, he'll get that eventually. I think he first wants Blink Blade Mail.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Versus Leshrac and Gyrocopter, a lot of uncontrollable damage.
It is a dream game for a Blade Mail.
He's got a 4x stack on the Ancients that he's going to start farming now too. While his team is smoking and make a play. They have that Disruptor ulti. Gan does catch them though.
Oh, I mean, Fight was just falling pretty low there. Be careful. See? The sweep out onto them, and that's going to be enough to allow Barber to walk himself away. Round the wraparound. Illidan, FNG, they come in to find the Leshrac. That's Nyx gone and out of the fight. Illidan with the ult out, with the Eye of the Storm, ready to try for more. They know that Misha doesn't have the Golem ready to drop, so Misha will be chased by the Wolves. He has the Shadow Word. It's not enough to save him. There's 2 kills picked up by Spirit. And anything more down bottom, Illidan will be temporarily held back by the net from Emergent. LTW trying to TP out in the midst of it all, but they surround him and they have the punch to bring him down. And again, Spirit getting these kills, getting active with G's Lycan and not getting punished for it. They're getting away with it.
And it's while Axe is farming that whole time. He was farming those Ancients, farming those neutral camps. Fiverr gets a 3-man stomp during that fight to stop everybody from rotating over to help that Leshrac. Great wraparound, great pincer by Spirit. But now mid, Phobos again walks in too far, shows his face. 0-4 for this Axe.
He's having a rough on the Axe.
Sure is.
It was it G and Illidan are having great games, but gotta step it up a bit, Phobos.
Yeah.
A little behind.
The good thing is like they have ways to make plays without an Axe. They have the glimpse.
Not for you.
And they've got, during that rotation as well, they got a good amount of
Here we
vision.
go. Look at this JJ replay.
Oh, the JJ replay.
As
Look
we
at that
indeed
stomp.
see.
Look at that 3-man stomp. He walks away while his Lesh is the Lesh is dying.
Because they can't, they can't get to Nyx in time.
Yep.
And then suddenly because of that one play.
And because they don't have
so fluent after.
They don't have the rock, right? The rock was used earlier too. Good capitalization by Team Spirit.
Yeah, very hard for them to fight without that Lesh at this stage. So it's a lot of their team fight damage that they rely on. With the Lesh gone, the rest of them just have to bail out. And as we saw, only 2 of them managed to do so successfully.
So Nyx is going for the Yule Scepter Rush, which we do tend to see on the Leshrac. However, he's versus Alike in this game. So the book can purge that Yule's off once you get to the book 3, but I think Yule's is just very good when you're playing. It's just a great item to it. But he has to be careful when he uses it defensively versus. Very stunning. Hold advantage now, okay. Gyro isn't really in the best fighting form. Level 10 has most of the skills, of course, with that talent too, but it's also a scary moment for them.
A very quick catch from FNG, but it looks like the TPs are going to spook them. They don't want to commit for it with the 2 TPs coming in on Espada. Spirit will back away. Down bottom, Biver and G walking in, finding Nyx. We'll see G get the shapeshift up, but he will be held back for a few seconds of it by the net of immersion. Biver still trying to chase down, but BZZ there with his own net. Turns around, throws it down onto the ET, and Biver should fall eventually. The song has come out for now, holding G back and again wasting time of his shapeshift. And they kill him through the last moments. They have the Golem, the net again. G just getting locked down, surrounded as they find the big bad wolf.
That was Fiverr just, I don't know if that was like a misclick or something. He just threw the Earth Spirit to the right, and then didn't have mana for any of these other skills to allow the Lycan to chase. But they went a bit too far versus Warlock and Naga. However, they only lost their Lycan, and that was Naga Sleep and the Chaotic Offering. So this, I think, would be go time for Team Spirit.
There it was. I've got the call off the back of the glimpse, but there's still a lot of heroes here. I don't know if that's just the play they want to make when G's dead. I mean, Phobos and FNG, they wanted to go for that. Maybe they underestimated how many people were still really around. As FNG will manage to escape, but they just lost their axe once again.
Yeah, by go time, I meant when they've got more heroes available. Not when they've just got 2 versus a still gathered Espada. They had Ward Vision as well, is the weird thing. They saw 3 heroes.
Yeah, they did that, yeah. They saw everything.
Yeah, they saw everybody there.
I mean, as we saw, they had the glimpse into the call, but are you really going to kill a Lash?
Tower is under attack.
They still have some time now, because now Doom was used as well. So, Warlock ulti, Naga ulti, Doom ult, pretty long duration, long cooldowns on those, and they've got pretty much everything available for them. So I think, yeah, so it's still go time for Team Spirit. Try to take those team fights. Try to take at least 4-man fights and allow Phobos to just farm this blink deck. Don't make him get involved anymore. He really needs to get a blink in this game anyway, even though they have other forms.
Dire are scanning.
Go. Play while Axe farms.
Waiting to see if a member of Espada comes out just a little too far.
Phobos is running it to go to the fight too.
FNG gets the glimpse. Straight up, Static Storm, but the Kinetic Club doesn't kick in time. So Nyx is actually able to walk out. Pop the shapeshift for this one. There's a bit of a failed catch attempt there. Just a few milliseconds too late. That field to kick in, and they will be able to hold. Fighting back. Anything about punching back. It's hard with Phobos Axe being on the front lines. For them to get round him to the rest of Spirit. So Espada won't be able to fight, but they will be able to push Spirit back away from taking that tier 1 tower.
I don't think Phobos should have walked there anyway. I think he should have still just been farming during that entire time that his team was.
He's got to get that as you say, the Blink and Blade Mail are going to be so huge this game. And he's not going to get it. If you get a quick Blink Blade Mail in this game, it's just a dream axe.
Yep.
But it's not going to happen. It is going to be a little slower from Phobos. And even more so if he continues to sort of come to these engagements a little prematurely.
Mm-hmm. He's getting close. 800 gold away. Their big timing is going to be the blink on that axe and then the BKB on Razor. Because the majority of that damage on Espada is magical. Pretty much all of it. But they do have the net to control through BKB. And this net has been a very obnoxious part of this game.
He's going to look towards it. I'll go for the Echo Stomp. Not actually going to get on any. Look, there's an Echo Stomp into his Spirit onto nothing.
Gotta fall down.
Back there. And turn around. ILTW. Pull down. There's the stun. Holding down the ET. Revival will fall. On its way towards Illidan, but it looks like they won't chase. And now Spirit, they're the ones heading over, looking to try and have a bit of a fight at this. Misha does have Chaotic Offering. BZZ does have Doom available. Spirit. Have to be careful about how they take this. They can't afford to get too grouped up, otherwise Misha will be ready to drop that rock.
The battle hunger damage is adding up on this Lash.
Yeah, look at the glimpse back, but there's the rock dropped. Down onto all of them. Doom as well, onto the axe. G's popped the shapeshift, trying to get in. Looking towards Nyx. Nyx has the Shadow Word heal. They've lost the gyro. Misha getting focused by Illidan as the Razor makes a huge wraparound. The stun will catch him, but already there's the triple. 4 dead on Espada. As G is able to run down 3 of them. Illidan gets a fantastic wraparound on the high ground as they're able to sort of come in from both sides, surrounding Espada. And despite them sort of getting that opening with the Chaotic Offering, they just didn't have the control to deal with these very speedy heroes. You know, Lycan with the shapeshift, Razor being Razor, running around and just chasing them down all over the place.
They used so much to just kill Biver, the Elder Titan. And then it allowed the Lycan and the Razor just kind of run rampant, and Phobos survived throughout that entire fight. He got doomed at the start of the fight as his axe. He was just walking around. Now he's got the Blink Dagger finish.
There we go.
That was a very costly fight for Espada. Spirit maneuvered perfectly around all those ults. And they don't have that ulti reliant of a lineup. They can just keep trying to run at them. Got this Lycan now with the Book 3 available. Disruptor ulti is going to be up in 20. They don't have to be waiting so long to take these fights in comparison to Espada.
They make a big reveal with it. Getting themselves on top of the gyro or the lesh, the sable them and blow them up before they can get their spells out.
They could just make their way in Roche. They've got book 3. They
Sure.
know all these ultis were used. They know
Yeah.
Sleep, Doom, and Warlock ulti were used. This would be a great scenario for them to try to go for that. But maybe a pick off first.
Jump in. Look at the call. They should certainly have the burst for Nyx. Will be used up for now, but with 4 heroes surrounding him, Nyx will get dunked down by Phobos.
And now they can do it.
Absolutely. So lack of ult still, and now no Leshrac. It should be a free opening for Spirit to head into the pit and clean up Roche without any sort of major interruption from Espada. And there's Espada. They are heading over. Going to be tough. Phobos just positioning himself up on the high ground, acting as sort of that wall between Espada and the Roshan. Some of the Static Storm actually down onto him with the Storm there. It's going to bring the Snarga Siren down pretty low.
Shapeshift is ready.
And
so is
with the BKB, Illidan chasing in. Look at the Purge slow onto RTW, and look at him and Immersion just falling. Immersion comes back in with the song, but ends up dying to the plasma field, as it were. As that again will be 2 more heroes down on Espada. I'm sure they tried to do something about that Roshan, but it was always going to be hard. Team Spirit come out of that well on top with the Aegis in Illidan's hands. They're now ready to push the base. Espada may have just taken a few bad team fights as Nyx indeed caught on the front lines. Phobos straight in with the control. Nyx taken out.
That's just a Rax? There's no Lesh for 40.
I mean, they're against a Lycan. It's got to be at this stage again. 22 minutes in.
He's got book in 5 seconds again, too.
At least a tier 3. We'll see how much they want to hang around. No, there's no further less. They've still got the Aegis on Illidan. They should be feeling pretty indestructible. In fact, Immersion getting glimpsed into the call. Immersion gets dunked down. The Kelly offing has been dropped. Immersion will buy it back straight away by Illidan. Working towards Misha. Chasing down the Warlock. Misha will go down. The Doom did get dropped out onto this Lycan. So at least G's gone for 54 seconds. They have managed to stop them from taking the barracks. They look towards Phobos as well. Phobos gets the call off. A few spins, bringing BZZ down low, but BZZ survives. They managed to get Phobos as well, and they do stop the push. Yeah, cost them a buyback on the Naga Siren, but worth it any day of the week there.
Absolutely.
Just get back in with their support and push Spirit away from the barracks.
Nice. They needed that. That was their Doom. That was their chaotic offering to defend that Rax. Their buyback. Spirit, again, go. Now they know Doom was used. Now they know Warlock ulti was used. Just keep making those plays, keep running at them.
Because they've still got the Aegis on Illidan.
Yes.
They still have Aegis on Illidan. When G's back up, he's going to have Shapeshift ready. So yeah, you've got to look towards Spirit making another fast play off the back of this timing window.
I mean, they want to just... Their lineup is all about playing fast too, like it, and they don't really want this gyro to get the space to go late game. Because if ILTW does get, he's got the Aghanim, so if he gets that BKB, if he gets that Maelstrom, then he can just sit and stand his ground, and he can deal with that Lycan. But right now, he does not have the tools. Lycan.
Yeah, just for the Aghanims, he's no threat at all.
Yeah.
Point. Spirit. I've got Illidan around the mid. They're going to go for a smoke play. They want to make it as sort of easy as possible. Find a pick off, then go for the push.
I mean, if they catch Nyx again, right? He just died twice in a row in the same exact battle.
He's there, but Illidan actually reveals himself first, and that probably is going to be enough to spook Nyx. Oh, yeah, they've got the glimpse on him, as you say. Song is down, but Illidan already popped the BKB, so he's going to work with the other Storm. They've got him. That extra bit of damage there from the Astral Spirit Storm from Piper getting the kill before Nyx TP's out.
It's 45 seconds without him now, too. And FNG's looking for another glimpse play.
They're going straight into the base here, Illidan Viper. They've got the vision. There's the catch. FNG, as you say, bringing them back. The call will be off the mark, but it shouldn't matter. They have the battle hunger to slow him down, to chase him out and pick up a second. Meanwhile, mid lane, G cleans up the full set of racks. Spirit finding the perfect smoke play in terms of the end, and it's just sort of moments like that you just really feel the power of the disruptor. FNG allowing them to get such kills mid lane. BZZ getting burst down incredibly low, will survive due to the shadow word heal, and ILTW looking to strike back, moves in, has managed to take the Aegis out of the hands of Illidan. DK Phobos falls once, but Illidan's ready to go for round 2. Chasing down ILTW with the static lane. One more touch will do it, but he can't quite get it. The body blocks of Misha. They'll save ILTW. Amazing body blocks of the Warlock, and now the turnaround there potentially. The Doom dropped the bottom rack, and they got him. But indeed, the racks are being taken. G doing the Lycan things. as the army should finish up that second full set of racks.
He might die though.
I mean, it's always worth it at this stage. 25 minutes in, throwing your life away for a set of racks is liking. You're doing what you need to do. Sure, he'll go down, but Spirit, they've got that advantage. And they are managing to keep it growing.
Man. So Nyx died. He died mid before they got the Roche. Then he died as they're pushing mid. And then he dies again as they're pushing mid the third time. Those 3 deaths were so costly by this
they can't afford to have him on the... He's always getting caught out at the front.
Yeah.
Every time. Doesn't have that Bloodstone done on top of his dual scepter. But he has to be careful. The glimpse plays from FNG have proven to be a real nightmare for Nyx to deal with.
Now they need, I mean, BKB Lash, BKB Gyros, incredibly bad.
And the BKB's ace up.
He has no way to dodge. He's no way to dodge the glimpses.
No.
He just gets glimpsed, and he's gonna get pulled out of his Yules or anything like that.
And sure, there's sort of the song that can come in and save him, but then you're sort of forcing yourself to put the Naga and potentially the rest of the team in a dodgy position. And as we've seen, there is a BKB though.
Exactly.
So.
And they have one on the Lycan now too. So if the song does come out, he can only net one of them in theory. If they can't chase the Lash, like he should be able to take it. Still only a 5k lead, but it's, you know, it's the 2 full rack. His experience is also pretty even at this point too. Espada still needs more time for this Gyro to get online. And I don't think Spirit wants to give them that time. They're looking to keep making these plays happen. Full Manta now finished on Illidan, so he can remove himself from those roots that have been pretty pesky.
Getting ready to push that third and final lane. Team Spirit already having quite a successful time on the other 2. Despite losing lives off the back of it, they've this time managed to achieve their objective.
They're gonna go for the Shrine first, just get that economy. FNG's 2-0 and 12 this game on the Disruptor. He's been in the right place at the right time, almost on every occasion. Even with his deep wards too, we saw those glimpses coming out, of course. But he's been doing a very good job of not dying, not giving any people.
When you play against Spirit, you've definitely got to consider Disruptor quite high up in the hero priorities in terms of banning, as it can be very scary to play against. Spirit?
They're playing economy game. They're a bit afraid now because everything is up from Espada, so they're just trying to farm the map. They know they use their book as well to kill the Shrine.
Wait for Roche, wait for 30 minutes to get the 4 bounties.
I mean, the ideal, you wait for 30 minutes, you wait for Roche, and you wait for like Pipe Crimson Guard. If they get Pipe Crimson, that's going to reduce a hefty majority of Espada's damage, and PK Phobos is getting close, at least to the Crimson. There's that BKB finished on the Gyro now too, though, so the fear of killing the books is not there anymore. BKB and just kill them black. These wolves, if they caught that smoke down bottom. Very good micro by G there, just keeping them in the base. They should be aware of this one coming out there.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire
and they will use the secondary book usage now to finish up the Shrine.
Espada starting to slightly come out of the base. They are going to jump forward. BZZ finding the opening immediately, looking towards Illidan. Gets the Doom down. That's going to be Illidan out of the fight. The perfect jump as they head up to the high ground off the back of that smoke, which did, as we say, they Spirit knew was there, but didn't quite expect maybe to Illidan to get jumped as quickly as that as he did. Now G, he gets surrounded. We'll put the BKB straight away. Well, it's towards the easy kill. Go towards Misha. That's going to be Misha taken down. Now turn his attention towards BZZ. Going to be able to walk it off by this bit. G. He wants to look towards Nyx instead, but the stun coming through. The ult not going to quite catch anyone there from the outer time. RTW with the BKB ready to go after the song ends as they surround G, take down the Lycan. Perfect song there from Emergent to make sure they could reset the fight, get themselves in prime position, take the team fight and knock Spirit. Okay, really back as Viper. He's found as well. They're going to be able to get the outer time too.
Uh-oh. They kited
he's
long enough. And just, that initial pickoff.
He was tempted by this kill. I mean, he'll get it. I think he's going to give his life for it, though. I don't know if that's worth it.
That's definitely not worth it.
You just fed your life to the Gyro.
That's just 723. Look how much gold this gyro just got.
What the spirit of just...
Uh-oh.
They can't afford to do... They're 2 racks up. But if they lose fight after fight, this gyro is going to get to a point where he can quite happily push the ways out. That'll be the Lesh as well.
I mean, he's going to pass the Lycan net worth now during this time. Exactly what Espada needs to be doing in these fights. They got so much out of that one. I mean, even the Lash Arc, even Nyx survived the entire time. So now 17 Bloodstone charges, 4,000 gold. The Shiva's pretty much done. This is, I mean, Espada, this is what their lineup wants to do. Take it to the later stages. Even though their 2 racks is down, they have some crazy team fight and damage now coming in. This next Roche is so crucial for Team Spirit. They cannot allow Espada to get this.
Gotta be careful mid lane. Getting close to one another already, Illidan. Pushing in with those illusions. Trying to get some sort of a catch here by Iva.
They know the Chaotic Offering is down, but Leap and Doom are going to be available in 10 seconds.
Gonna make something quick happen if they want to at all.
Phobos looks like he's trying to set up for Nyx here on the bottom lane. Seems to know that this Lesh is going to step up.
And there we go. Gets the call. Has he got the damage with the blade mail? It's certainly going to be close, but Nyx quick with the Yule Scepter. Throws Deco Phobos up into the air, goes into the trees, has the TP out. There's no way to cancel it.
It looked like he was asking for help, because he pinged that a good 10 seconds before he went.
No one came. I mean, what G did come. He put the shapeshift and ran over, but
Looks like
wasn't there soon enough.
Nobody else had a TP, and now FNG gets chased out, and Roche is about to spawn in 10 seconds, and he did use Disrupt Roki while running. Uh-oh. Barrett, they're really falling apart here.
It's not, I mean, as we keep saying, she'll 2 racks up, but when you're 2 racks up and only 2k ahead, something's going wrong.
And when you're playing versus a Gyrocopter who's starting to get this big, this Butterfly comes out. That's the biggest way to deal with the Lycan. Then the Focus Fire is just not really there. The physical damage from either of these cores to bring down this Gyro.
Fire out from FNG around the pit. This is the focus. Bruno thinking
warding.
BCZ just straight up into the high ground. Revival with the Yours, holding him back on the wraparound. Phobos gets the battle hung on to Nyx. Stomp, in he goes. He's got the call on to Nyx. They have the damage to bring down the Lesh right with the blade mailer and the ult there from Vital. They do. That's the Lesh down for 15 seconds. They get the Naga to immersion, buys back straight away. G with the BKB chases down ILTW. They turn towards BZZ, trapped by the kinetic field. Spirit take the fight.
ILTW spent his gold. He bought an Eagle Song before that fight. There's no buyback on the Gyro. He absolutely did.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And he did, like, without the evasion, he still gets chunked down. G just gets on top of him. I think 2 crits and some static link damage from the Razor.
I mean, if he did have buyback, he would be getting back in there and contesting this Roche with the team. But
and they've got that Lesh.
Can't.
Yeah, the Lesh is already up with the Shivas. With 45 seconds, no Gyro. And they try to take this fight anyway.
So hard without a Gyro.
They've got Song.
I mean, they could go for the steal. Yeah, they could certainly try for the steal, but they look like they're scared. I mean, Immersion did buy back. If they lose him, sure, he's just an Argosan, but if they just lose the potential of having the Song for the defense, it's going to be incredibly hard, as we'll see. So they do get the Roach, but back on the replay. This fight again. Very nice setup from Biver.
Yeah, beautiful by Biver.
Getting that ult down onto the 2 of them. And then G on that Lycan. As you said, at this point, before IOTW does have the Butterfly, the Lycan's still going to chunk through him with the BKB. Runs him down. Crimson Guards out for the side 2. I think they have the damage to and survivability against the Gyro in these team fights to the point he's not much of an issue until he has that completed Butterfly.
Yeah, it seems like Espada needs like everybody up inside the team fights and everything to go well for them. Especially if this Axe gets a jump like that. Dota's so much about these initiation plays. Clutch by Biver getting that splitter off during the Axe call. All the little things, even the blade mail, little bit of damage going on the Gyro. Now they, I mean, that was a bit of a heart attack for Spirit, but they get, you know, they now have the Aegis and Cheese. They needed that so badly.
I mean, it went down to just being a 1k lead, back up to 8k lead. It's a bit of an up and down game. Spirit on a bit of a rocky road, but it has been a road that for the most part has been them leading themselves to victory.
Yeah,
having control of the game.
Interesting. So G went for the Feral Impulse damage. I haven't seen anyone do that in a very long time.
Scanning.
Because the shapeshift duration, your shapeshift is all, you know, what your hero's about. But I've seen Matu do it in the past. I think lately though, Matu has, I think all Lycan players have exclusively been going that shapeshift.
I mean, I guess it makes sense at the moment. I mean, the G feels, well, we win the fights. with the duration of my shapeshift anyway, and we just want to hit buildings and end the game. So
Yeah.
having the damage for his army is... And we saw what he did. Yeah, he ratted the bottom lane when his team were fighting. If he wants to do that, then this is going to be the talent that helps him rat the top lane when his team's fighting somewhere else.
I mean,
just
he
a little bit quicker.
He hits incredibly hard now. I mean, it's a 64%
Oh yeah,
damage.
right, so it's a
now.
decent step up in damage for his whole army. Remember as well.
Yeah, it's for everything.
Yep.
Illidan also has a butterfly now finished too, so he's very, very tanking strong for this gyro. I mean, that last fight just turned everything. It was a 1k
Yeah.
gold lead, and now
Yeah,
it's
it's
11k.
back up to 11, huh?
Now they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese, they've got all their shields to push.
And you do just kind of have to wonder, do you think would things have been different if our team didn't have the Eagle Song? They did buy back and they did contest that rush. Could they have contested
They
with the
didn't
gyro?
have all their ultis, but they
No.
would have at least had gyro plus slash.
So they could have stopped Spirit getting the Aegis and Cheese.
They could have delayed, maybe.
But now they're in this very tough position once again. With Spirit outside of the base, with the Aegis and Cheese. We've got to find somewhere to start the fight. LTW about 600 away from having the talisman, and he will have the full butterfly. But still will of course mean that he's in a position with without buyback.
And he still kills himself on blade mills.
Yeah.
Or the blade mill, the one blade mill there is.
That was the call. Can't catch it.
Surprisingly, Nyx doesn't get the Yule Scepter off there on that axe.
Maybe getting a little spooked.
Yeah, I
You know,
think
sometimes
so.
we've seen Axe just jump in.
Everyone panics.
Someone's like, just get the hell away.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, let's initiate on this Axe.
It is scary. I mean, Phobos is the target that Team Spirit wants to focus. Wants them to focus.
And there we go.
Like Crimson.
And he goes. He's got the catch. There's the cooldown and the song coming out in response. They'll hold them back for now, Immersion. They'll still take the ETO to the face. There's the BKB on the big barrel ball with the cheese coming in from the side, but there's the control. They surround him with the Static Storm. Nyx has no chance to fight back. He'll have to buy back. Doom's dropped down onto G. He's able to step himself away. He does have the cheese. Can they kill him off in time before he can get it off? It doesn't look like he can because Phobos, they're blocking off the side of Espada from getting anywhere close to G. As G resummons the walls, turns towards Nyx. GG is called as Spirit will manage to take this game one of the best of three. Not without its hiccups, but overall they were the team in control. They had the Lycan. Maybe went a little later than they would have hoped for in terms of the timings they wanted to hit with the Lycan lineup, but they do manage to achieve it in the end.